everyone. It's 1:54 in the afternoon. 1:54 or 1:34. I actually don't know anymore. And we're at the dog park with Happy and Jackson. Jackson is sitting under the bench that Merv is sitting on. Happy's having fun. And it's a nice day. It's really hot. No, I take that back. It's hot, but it's very windy. Merv was supposed to have the lump on his back cut out today, so we drove from the van where we're, like the caravan park we're at, to Bacchus Marsh. His appointment was at 11:30. We rung twice to I found something, so I'm gonna see if it works. Come on, hey, Happy Dabby, he's off. Other side of the fence though. Either way, it's got it running, which means I can sit down. Truth be told, I was sitting down going through all the mail that we picked up from my sisters and all of my scripts that need to be dealt with. But I thought I should do a wander, double check the dog poo. It turns out the park is full of it. There's dog poo literally everywhere. It's like a minefield, yeah. But I feel safe to say none of it is Happy's because it is so dry. It's clearly been here for some time. Anyway, the doctor felt so bad, right? Because it turned out there was not a single nurse in the clinic at the time. So we now have to go back on Friday morning, which isn't so bad. I'm waiting to hear from Eden to see if she has time to have a catch up. She is helping me with what needs to be done to make the complaint with the moving company. Yesterday I was finally able to bring myself to the point where I was able to go through all the emails. Thankfully, I knew I'd already done this, but the whole process has mind-fucked me to oblivion, so I've second-guessed literally it all, yeah? And I knew I'd made a complaint at the time, which thankfully I did. I wrote a literal novel that the screenshot was so big it wasn't funny. Now I'm assuming, I know iPhones and Samsungs are different in a lot of regards, yeah, but they're even more different than I obviously realized, yeah. So with me, I could screenshot something and then just go down, 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 right? And so the screenshot ended up like it was huge. And I sent it to my sister and I sent it to Eden and I was like, you need to save it from Messenger into your actual phone gallery before you'll be able to zoom in and read it. Because if you try to zoom in and read it from Messenger, you can't read any of it. Anyway, Eden said that she did that and it just didn't work. So I had to go through and screenshot it. It's so long, it was 18 separate screenshots. 18. Which I numbered to make it a little easier. I also had all the screenshots and the videos from my WhatsApp. We've got a recording of the phone call that took place because this woman just went from being the nicest person in the world to a wolf in sheep's clothing, I guess it is. Like, the way she spoke about me to Merv on the phone was so utterly appalling, I was recording it on my phone. Anyway, I've sent through many pictures to Eden. I've sent through every one of the emails, all of the, information, and she's already written a draft, and we're now sort of like actually getting shit done, right? I have sort of said to her, it's gonna be easier for us to explain to her in person, like everything that happened in great detail. But thankfully, I do have it fully 100% backed up, literally everywhere, including my videos on this channel, if you think about it, exactly how bad it was and what they did. And they were very, very highly aware of how fragile I was, and they took advantage. And something needs to be done about it. And so that's what we're doing. Thankfully to God, Eden is, like I said, she's already written the first draft, and that was only based on the emails. That was before I'd even sent her through any of the rest of it. There is good in the world, obviously, as we know, though. The person who fixed our caravan, I'm unbelievably grateful to. I am just so happy. He, like we have hot water. We have a shower. Like, it's the simple things, people, and it is awesome. Anyway, I sent him a message today, and I was like, I know I've already said this several times. I was like, but I really just want to thank you again. Yeah, now that we're in the caravan park and we got the caravan and whatnot. And I then asked him, you know, for like a ballpark quote, overestimating, because the roof of the caravan needs to be fixed before the rain starts, because it's leaking apparently. Not into the caravan, so we didn't know, but I don't understand. It's leaking into something, and if it's not fixed, it could cause some major fuck-ups, yeah? From what I understand, and Merv is obviously sitting next to me, so he could jump in and explain if I get it wrong, but I'm going to try. The roof needs to be sealed with silicone or something yeah?
Yeah, silicone sealing all the joints.
Yeah, but instead of it being done properly, it's been done over and over again and then painted. So what actually now needs to happen is the whole lot of it needs to be stripped right back to the basics, and then redone again. Mm-hmm. Now he has said it's more than likely going to be a day's worth of work, yeah? And I may have mentioned, I've got to catch up on my own videos, I may have mentioned that we are still wanting to get the reverse cycle air conditioning / heater, whatever it is, yeah? Reverse cycle air conditioning, right? Now, the one we were quoted brand new is $3,000, yeah? Turns out that he has the exact one. It is legitimately the same thing he quoted the first time, that he took out of another van, so technically second-hand, but works perfectly. And he has said that he will give that to us and install it for half the price, so $1,500. And I said to him, you know, we obviously have to save for this, you know, and I can appreciate you might not want to be, you know, holding on to it for us depending on how long we take. And the guy is honestly incredible, yeah. He said, it's yours, it stays, it'll be here when you're ready to pay for it to be done. So obviously we want to get them both done at the same time during a weekday, which, you know, is easier. Like, he fit us in so quickly because we were changing parks. And he rung me today. And I said to him, you've no idea how happy I am, because the caravan park we're in is huge. Yeah, like, it is a big, big park, right? And it has one little lonesome building for toilets and showers for the entirety of the whole park, yeah? So I'm super happy our stuff is fixed. Anyway, we were thinking it was going to be a fuckload of money for this roof to be done, right? And he said, when I spoke to him just earlier, he said to ballpark it at approximately $1,500, which is definitely cheaper than the amount that I thought it would be. What about you?
I thought it would be somewhere around 15 to 2,000.
Yeah, 15, 2,000. There you go. Keeping in mind, I know nothing about this stuff, yeah? But that's a wonderful. I am very happy. So that's $3,000 we need to save up to get those two things done. And then I think we're done. Pretty much done, right? And then the van is in condition that we can travel. So when it comes to ticking off stuff that has to be done, the major things in the van are done, except for, like we said, the air conditioning, reverse cycle thing, and the roof. I'm fairly sure it's safe to say that we're obviously pretty good with saving, because we haven't had any loans or taken anything out or done anything like that, and it cost $4,700 to fix what we've just paid, and we were able to do that and still leave a little bit of money in our savings. I always need to have a buffer. That's just who I am. Anyway, my arm hurts from holding it like this. Happy is apparently done for the day, right? But it's good, it's nice. Very happy she's had a run, and we're going to head back to the caravan park until I hear from my friend. So that's us for now. Want to say anything?
No, we're all good.
See you.
Happy.
Alright, talk to you later. Bye.